Hello, I'm pleased to participate in the Digital Geography Research Group annual symposium for the second time. This year, I would like to present some of the research results on the spatial distribution of digital content in Google Maps in the talk entitled "A Web-Based Map as a Digital Representation of Place and Source of Data in Geographical Research," the case study of Google Maps. Let me first explain the inspiration for my research. So the digital technologies are regulating human lives on many levels. Moreover, the contemporary user of digital technology is equipped with tools that enable the creation, collection, and sharing of real-time information about different aspects of surrounding reality. The information is often augmented by the user consciously or not with a spatial attribute. However, such information assigned to a specific place, a specific location, provides the context of the place. In geographical research, we are therefore confronted with many new data sources and analysis possibilities. On the slide here, I present some of the most important publications that have inspired my research. So Główczyński implies that today's reality should be understood in terms of its mediation through spatial media. This means that reality is the product of meshing of social, digital, and spatial relations, which are also products of effects of mediation. Experiences of physical spaces results also from the digital presence and acquisition of content linked to them. By changing one's perception of reality, spatial media causes people not to be limited to perceiving it to the prism of their locality. So the experience of place takes place through their digital representation in spatial media, which has the power to alter the meaning and perceived fabric of the material environments through visualization and naming, as Reshevsky noted. Among such elements of digital representations are also the web maps. As I mentioned earlier, the results discussed today are part of a larger research project on the influence of spatial media on digital placemaking. Part of the results were presented of the last symposium. Today, however, I would like to focus on the analysis of spatial distribution of digital content of Google Maps. So let's move on to the methods and data collection and analysis. So I use a script to download the data, and this script was based on two variables. First one, keyword, and second one, the place location. For example, restaurants in Poznań. I downloaded data from 25 categories of places in 4 languages: Polish, English, German, and Ukrainian. And using the script, I performed 2 types of searches within the boundaries of Poznań and within the boundaries of neighborhoods in city of Poznań. Then I plotted a hexagonal grid within the boundaries of city of Poznań and counted the individual search results of the script. From the data prepared in this way, I calculate the odds ratio. As place population, I used data from OpenStreetMap, assuming that this is the database that most closely approximates the actual population of places. And the chart below shows the number of places retrieved using the script within each language. The highest number of search results was obtained for places in English and Polish, for city and neighborhood boundaries. The lowest number of places was obtained when searching in Ukrainian and German. I would now like to move on to the result of the spatial analysis. First, I would like to show how the spatial distribution is shaped in the case of absolute data. It can be seen that the most of search places are located in the city center. In the case of searches, which is located at the right side, within neighborhoods, smaller centers of local importance stand out. The cartograms presented here show the results of calculated odds ratio for individual hexagons. The right one shows a very characteristic distribution for search results in Google Maps. The highest results of the calculated odds ratio are observed in the city center. It can be assumed that the application algorithm selects the inner center as a priority search area. The further away from the city center, the lower the distribution that would be expected based on the total population of places. The information about the location of places displayed in this way can be an important factor that leads user to behave in a certain ways in public space in the city. Comparing the odds ratio between Polish and English searches, we see that the pattern described in the aerial cartograms is repeated. In both cases, we can again observe areas that have low search results in both languages, and the further one moves away from the center. However, it is interesting to note that the number of places searched in English is slightly higher than the number of places searched within the script in Polish. In both German and Ukrainian, the patterns described really are repeated. However, the search results in both languages are characterized by a minimal representation of places. It shows how a user gets a different representation of the city, different picture of the city when using other languages. So the search results for places within the city boundaries in Google Maps are mainly concentrated on the city center. With a still high number of places in the outskirts of the city, most places remain hidden by the app and its algorithm. This could indicate that it is much more likely that a user will select a destination in the city center without having a full picture of the reality. There are also significant inequalities in the distribution of search results in different languages, especially Ukrainian. A user who speaks Ukrainian or German will not experience the same picture of Poznań of the city as a user who uses Polish or English. And that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. I know that there weren't a lot of cartograms in German or Ukrainian, but I will be talking more about this topic and at the RGS, so I hope we could meet there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much again.